If there's one ethos that I choose to live my life by, it's being chill and genuine. And that specific combination of words comes from a comment on one of my YouTube videos from this person called Satly Pepsi. You know, kind of like salty Pepsi, but that seems to have gotten the L and the T the other way around. I'm not sure if that's because salty Pepsi is already taken or if it's just a spelling mistake. But it was a comment on my Femboy video, which, by the way, I'm going to do a complete remake of soon because I feel like I was not clear at all in my points in the original video and it should be one of them that comes across properly. So expect that in the future. About a year from now when I next actually record something. But the specific wording of chill and genuine comes from that comment that I got from them. Hi if you're watching this, by the way. And when I originally read that comment, I thought, yep, that is exactly what I'm trying to convey with my personality here. That's not me saying that I'm putting on a personality, because that is my exact point with this video. You just need to be genuine, man. One of the things that I absolutely hate most with anyone that I talk to is when you can tell that they're not genuine, that they're being fake, or the personality is being put on, or they're playing a character, or whatever. And where I've recently noticed this is in Hamza's latest videos. Sorry to mention Hamza in every video, it just always ends up happening. Where he is actually making a note of how he is being genuine, but mainly just that his actual actions recently are ones that a lot of us who watch him just do not agree with. Like, you know, he really did sacrifice something great to kind of go back to the degenerate path. And really, it's just kind of where a lot of us have kind of reached our line's end with the fact that his beliefs constantly flip-flop around and they're constantly changing and he's not consistent with anything. You can't really trust him anymore. He is undoubtedly being his current self, but I imagine that it's going to come back to bite him in a few months. Now, what I noticed a while ago is that I was looking at some of my favourite characters in media, and I realised that they're all kind of extensions of who I want to be as a person. The whole Happy Chaos from Guilty Gear personality. The whole Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen personality. Even though I haven't actually watched Jujutsu Kaisen or read it, I just know what that guy's personality is like. You know, a lot of the TF2 cast. Kara Sensei from Assassination Classroom. It's a weird one, but Saul Goodman from Better Call Saul. Or Breaking Bad. Or Jimmy McGill, whatever you want to call him. And I did actually end up realising the similarities across a lot of these characters. They're strong, funny, purposeful, charismatic, and you know, I did realise it's kind of in line with my current self, but mostly it's in line with my ideal self. And what's important here is that your ideal self should be an extension of your natural self, right? That's where kind of the difference between the alter ego approach and playing a character come into play. When someone's playing a character, it's inherently a fake thing, and that's one of the things I hate the most. When you can tell that someone isn't being genuine, but that they're trying to be something that they're not. Whereas you might have heard of the alter ego approach to self-improvement. You know, a lot of celebrities do it, Eminem did it, that kind of thing. Where you kind of create this alter ego, and instead you just think, what would they do in this situation? You're basically saying, what would my ideal self do in this situation? And that kind of takes away the accountability from you, and just gets you to do stuff. You know, I even talked about this in one of my previous videos, which I'll probably put in a card right now, from quite a while ago when I was running, and you know, I did kind of use that approach with the character of Baki Hanma from Baki to get me to do stuff. Anyway, what I realised is a lot of people's favourite characters do actually tend to just be extensions of their true personalities. And you know, the chill and genuine approach is exactly what I want to be as a person. I'm not out here trying to exactly mimic something like Happy Chaos, Koro Sensei, Gojo. But I did realise that if you went and kind of took my natural personality to its extreme, it would be pretty close to those characters' personalities. And you know, being genuine really is one of the best things in life. And just being yourself and just doing stuff as you want to is really one of the most attractive things that people can do. But also, it just makes you feel really damn good. Because I don't really seem to have much of a filter. If I'm going about my day-to-day life, I'll just kind of do stuff. I make a lot of jokes, I don't really take stuff very seriously. And you know, if I'm gonna go really hard at exercise or something, I do not filter that at all. It's like when I'm at kickboxing, I get called the Duracell bunny constantly whenever we're doing exercises, because I'm pretty much the best person at exercises in there. And it is actually kind of distracting sometimes, but you know, I enjoy exercising, so do the exercises, and other people seem to enjoy that. I'm not the best kickboxer in there by any means, but I am the best at all the calisthenics and stuff. So what am I asking you to do here? Basically, analyze your natural personality, and then think about your ideal self. Chances are they will actually be pretty in line with each other in quite a lot of ways. Then you can also think about your favourite characters and think about, are they in line with my ideal self or my current self? Because chances are they are. And then just live life, be genuine. I get that be yourself. Be yourself, guys. It's really generic advice, and you hear it a ton, and it's really overused. But there is a level of truth to it. A lot of the reason why Hamza is as successful as he is because you can't doubt that he is himself a lot of the time. It's just his choices that people don't really tend to be in line with. All of the most successful people in the world, the truly successful ones, not just the ones who get some level of clout and then they go away, are the ones who just are themselves. And they're undoubtedly so. They're not ashamed of it. They are the most magnetic people to be around, regardless of if you actually like the personality or not. One of my favourite self-improvement YouTubers at the moment, now that I've kind of fallen off of Hamza a bit, is this guy called Jack Piggott. And that's because he is just undoubtedly himself. He's really damn genuine. And he seems like a really chill guy to be around. Especially if you're running some kind of business, it is crucial that you're just yourself. And then once you know who your ideal self is, you can kind of take my alteration of the alter ego approach, or just take the alter ego approach and plan a character out, because that can be just as fun. But personally, I like to think, what can I do to make progress towards being this version of myself? Over just do it. Rather than just making myself do stuff, I like to think, how can I make meaningful progress towards becoming closer to this? I want to speak more clearly. So whenever I'm reading, I do kind of read to myself a bit. That has drastically helped with just my ability to talk without making mistakes. It really is amazing. It's kind of a bit of a tip for voice acting, really, but if you are going to read a book, I just find that whenever I read anything, I'm not really saying it out loud, I'm just kind of whispering it to myself. But just, it really does help with your ability to read things without making mistakes, because you're kind of reading ahead before you've even processed it. Yeah, my point is really in line with what I'm saying here, processed. I'm an absolute idiot sometimes. I'm so quirky, love me. But really, you would be surprised at the amount that just reading to yourself helps your ability to speak and keep on going and not make mistakes. Just ignore me making a mistake there, okay? And you know, that does kind of segue into my point about your interests. Don't be embarrassed about your interests or anything. Just be interested in what you're interested in. Because, I mean, we live in a society where we live in a world where you can make video essays about whatever the hell you want, and you can make a living out of it if you're good enough at it, you know? Really, there's so many opportunities, so I mean, just because you're interested in something, don't be embarrassed about it. Because we have all the opportunities in the world nowadays to be interested in whatever you want and make a living out of it. It really is the big benefit of the social media age. Because as long as there's an audience, and you may be able to tap into a really niche one, you really can be interested in whatever the hell you want. Anyway, I've gone on a bit of a waffle there, sorry. So, look at who you are, analyze your potential self, analyze your favourite characters, and kind of take steps to gradually becoming like that. I like to read about social skills and talking and stuff like how to win friends and influence people. I have quite a good book on positivity at the moment. You know, I'm really into writing and stuff. I'm not any good at writing, but you know, I find the process interesting. Anyway, I did mean to get a video recorded before the 4th, which is, you know, kind of a 1 year anniversary of the channel, where I'd go over the water tip to falling off on self-improvement. And, you know, it can just be me reacting and reviewing and updating my points on previous videos. But I haven't really had time to record. I'm lucky that I've had 20 minutes to record here, because I take a lot of pauses. But I will eventually get around to recording that video. Sorry, but it's very late. But, you know, that's probably going to be my longest video. And I'm going to leave out the fanboy one on there. You know, I'm going to react to it, but I'm going to leave out the update on that one because I need to make a separate video for that. In fact, you guys leave a comment. Just, when I get around to the fanboy video, should I private the original, or should I keep it for, you know, channel archival sakes? Because, you know, I'm probably going to change the title a bit on the sequel, but yeah. I think I might just keep it, but, you know, you guys say whatever. Please give me comments. I want YouTube algorithm to help. I need comments. Anyway, here will be that video where I kind of took the alter ego approach. even though it's more so me looking at a character that I particularly liked at the time. And I don't really know what video to suggest here, so here's just going to be a random video of my channel that YouTube thinks you'll like. Hopefully it's not Thick Banban. You know who you are if you're being recommended Thick Banban. I am ashamed of you. I totally did not make that video when I was really tired of watching Gartner Banban. I'm so tired of those games, I absolutely suck. And as always, I hope you have a nice day. Afro Hanme is back, baby!